Chapter 1. Early Life. In the heart of America, in a small city called Omaha, Nebraska, a boy named Warren Buffett was born on August 30th, 1930. Omaha was a quiet place, known for its friendly people and wide-open spaces. It was here, in this simple city, that Warren's story began. Warren was the second of 3 children in the Buffett family. His father, Howard Buffett, was a stockbroker and later became a congressman. His mother, Layla, was a homemaker who took care of the family. The Buffetts lived in a modest house, and their life was comfortable but not extravagant. From a very young age, Warren showed a remarkable interest in numbers. He loved to count things, steps, cars, and even the number of pages in his favorite books. His friends and family noticed his unusual talent for remembering numbers and calculations. This fascination with numbers was just the beginning of what would become a lifelong passion. One of Warren's favorite pastimes was reading. He spent hours at the local library, devouring books on a wide range of topics. He was particularly fond of books about business and finance. By the time he was 10 years old, he had already read every book on investing in the library. This was no ordinary child. Warren was preparing himself for a future in the world of business, even if he didn't know it yet. Warren's first step into the world of money came when he was just 6 years old. One day, he decided to buy a 6-pack of Coca-Cola from his grandfather's grocery store for 25 cents. He then sold each bottle to his neighbors for 5 cents, making a total of 30 cents. This simple act of buying and selling showed Warren the basic principles of profit. He was thrilled to make a small profit from his little venture, and this excitement for earning money stayed with him. At the age of 11, Warren made his first real investment. He bought 3 shares of City Service preferred stock at $38 per share. Soon after, the stock price dropped to $27, but Warren didn't panic. He held on to his shares, and the price eventually went up to $40. He sold his shares, making a small profit. However, soon after he sold them, the stock price rose to nearly $200 a share. This taught Warren an important lesson about patience and the value of holding on to investments for the long term. Warren's interest in business didn't stop there. He began to look for more ways to make money. He started selling packs of chewing gum and bottles of soda door to door. He also sold magazines and worked various small jobs to earn extra money. Warren enjoyed these activities because they gave him a chance to learn about people and business while making a bit of money. When Warren was a teenager, he took on a paper route delivering newspapers for the Washington Post. He woke up early every morning to deliver newspapers before school. This job taught him the value of hard work and discipline. He saved most of his earnings, showing his early understanding of the importance of saving money. Warren also loved playing pinball. One day, he and a friend bought a used pinball machine for $25. They placed it in a local barber shop and charged customers to play. The machine was a hit, and they soon bought more machines and placed them in other shops. This small business venture was another step in Warren's growing understanding of business and investment. Despite his early successes, Warren was not all about making money. He was a curious and thoughtful child, always eager to learn and understand new things. His love for reading continued to grow, and he spent much of his free time buried in books. This habit of reading and learning stayed with him throughout his life and became a key factor in his success. Warren's family played a significant role in shaping his values and character. His father, Howard, was a major influence. Howard's work as a stockbroker introduced Warren to the world of stocks and investments. Howard also taught Warren about the importance of ethics and integrity in business. These lessons would guide Warren throughout his career. Warren's mother, Layla, was a source of support and encouragement. She taught him the importance of kindness and empathy. Warren always remembered her lessons about treating people with respect and compassion, and these values became an integral part of his business philosophy. As Warren grew older, his interest in business and investing continued to deepen. He read biographies of famous businessmen and studied their strategies and principles. He was particularly inspired by the life of Benjamin Graham, a renowned investor and author of The Intelligent Investor. Graham's ideas about value investing had a profound impact on Warren and shaped his own investment philosophy. By the time Warren graduated from high school, he had already accumulated significant savings from his various ventures. He decided to attend the University of Nebraska, where he studied business. He worked hard, and his dedication paid off. He graduated in just 3 years, demonstrating his remarkable focus and determination. Warren's journey was just beginning. His early life in Omaha, filled with small business ventures and a deep love for reading and learning, set the foundation for his future success. His fascination with numbers, his entrepreneurial spirit, and the values instilled in him by his family were all crucial elements that shaped the man he would become. Warren Buffett's early life is a testament to the power of curiosity, hard work, and integrity. These qualities, nurtured during his childhood in Omaha, would guide him as he embarked on his journey to become one of the most successful and respected investors in the world. As we follow his story, we'll see how these early experiences and lessons continued to influence his decisions and shape his extraordinary career. Chapter 2. First Business Ventures. As a young boy growing up in Omaha, Nebraska, Warren Buffett was always looking for ways to make money. His first business venture began when he was just 6 years old. One hot summer day, he decided to buy a pack of chewing gum from his grandfather's grocery store. He paid 25 cents for the pack, which contained 5 pieces of gum. Instead of chewing it himself, Warren had a different idea. He went door to door in his neighborhood, selling each piece of gum for a nickel. By the end of the day, he had sold all 5 pieces and made 5 cents profit. This small success sparked a fire in Warren. He realized he could make money by buying and selling things. Not long after, he decided to try selling Coca-Cola. He bought a 6-pack of Coke bottles for 25 cents and sold each bottle for 5 cents. Once again, he made a small profit. These early experiences taught Warren the basic principles of business: buy low, sell high, and make a profit. Warren's entrepreneurial spirit didn't stop there. He was always looking for new ways to make money. When he was 11 years old, he took a job delivering newspapers for the Washington Post. Every morning, he woke up early to deliver newspapers to his neighbors before school. It was hard work, but Warren didn't mind. He enjoyed being busy and making money. Delivering newspapers taught Warren several important lessons. First, he learned the value of hard work. Waking up early and delivering papers every day required discipline and dedication. Second, he learned the importance of customer service. He made sure to deliver the newspapers on time and in good condition. If a customer had a complaint, Warren was quick to address it and make things right. This focus on customer satisfaction would serve him well in his future business endeavors. Warren also learned the importance of saving money. Most of the other kids his age spent their money on candy and toys, but Warren was different. He saved most of his earnings from his paper route, putting the money aside for future investments. He understood that saving money was the first step towards building wealth. In addition to his newspaper route, Warren started other small businesses. He sold magazines door to door and worked various small jobs to earn extra money. One of his most successful ventures was selling used golf balls. He and a friend would collect lost golf balls from a local golf course, clean them up, and sell them to golfers at a discount. This business was profitable and gave Warren more experience in buying and selling goods. Warren's most exciting business venture as a young boy involved pinball machines. One day, he and a friend bought a used pinball machine for $25. They placed the machine in a local barbershop and charged customers to play. The machine was a hit, and they quickly earned enough money to buy more machines. Soon they had several pinball machines placed in different barbershops around town. This venture was not only profitable, but also fun for Warren. He enjoyed watching people play the machines and collecting the coins at the end of the day. The pinball business taught Warren several valuable lessons. First, he learned about the importance of finding a good location for a business. Placing the machines in busy barbershops ensured a steady stream of customers. Second, he learned about the concept of passive income. The pinball machines earned money for Warren even when he wasn't there, allowing him to make money while he focused on other activities. These early business ventures were more than just ways for Warren to make money. They were opportunities for him to learn about business and develop important skills. He learned how to identify profitable opportunities, how to negotiate and make deals, and how to manage money. These skills would be invaluable in his future career as an investor. Warren's early ventures also taught him about the importance of ethics and integrity in business. His father, Howard Buffett, was a major influence in this regard. Howard was a stockbroker and later became a congressman. He was known for his honesty and ethical conduct in both business and politics. He taught Warren the importance of being honest and fair in all dealings. Warren took these lessons to heart and made them a core part of his business philosophy. By the time Warren was a teenager, he had already accumulated significant savings from his various ventures. He used this money to invest in stocks, further developing his understanding of the stock market and investment strategies. His early experiences in buying and selling goods, delivering newspapers, and running small businesses gave him a solid foundation in business and finance. Warren's story is a testament to the power of hard work, creativity, and a keen eye for opportunity. Even as a young boy, he was always looking for ways to make money and improve his financial situation. His early business ventures taught him valuable lessons that would guide him throughout his life. As Warren grew older, he continued to build on the skills and knowledge he gained from these early experiences. He read books on investing, studied the strategies of successful businessmen, and applied what he learned to his own ventures. His journey was just beginning, but the lessons he learned from his first business ventures would stay with him and shape his future success. Warren Buffett's early life is an inspiring story of determination and ingenuity. His ability to see opportunities where others did not, his willingness to work hard, and his commitment to ethical conduct set him on a path to becoming one of the most successful investors in history. As we continue to follow his story, we will see how these early experiences and lessons laid the groundwork for his extraordinary career. Chapter 3: Education and Mentorship. Warren Buffett's thirst for knowledge was evident from a young age. His passion for learning led him to the University of Nebraska when he was just 17 years old. Warren was determined to succeed, and his time at the university would be a crucial step in his journey. At the University of Nebraska, Warren was a focused and disciplined student. He took his studies seriously and worked hard to excel in his classes. He chose to major in business, as he had always been fascinated by the world of commerce and finance. Warren was not just a bookworm. He was also an active participant in various extracurricular activities. He joined the Alpha Sigma Phi fraternity, where he made friends and developed his social skills. Warren's academic performance at the University of Nebraska was outstanding. He completed his degree in just 3 years, a testament to his dedication and hard work. During his time there, he continued to read extensively about business and investing. He was particularly drawn to the writings of Benjamin Graham, a renowned economist and investor. Graham's ideas about value investing intrigued Warren and made him eager to learn more. After graduating from the University of Nebraska, Warren wanted to further his education. He applied to Harvard Business School, but was rejected. Disappointed but undeterred, Warren set his sights on Columbia University in New York City, where Benjamin Graham was a professor. Warren was accepted into Columbia's Master of Science in Economics program and was excited to learn directly from the man whose ideas had inspired him. Arriving in New York City, Warren felt a mixture of excitement and nervousness. The bustling city was a stark contrast to the quiet streets of Omaha, but Warren quickly adapted. Columbia University was prestigious, and Warren was determined to make the most of this opportunity. At Columbia, Warren finally met Benjamin Graham. Graham was a brilliant and respected professor, known for his groundbreaking work in the field of investment. His book, The Intelligent Investor, was a Bible for aspiring investors. Warren admired Graham's analytical approach and his emphasis on finding undervalued stocks, or value investing. In Graham's class, Warren was an eager and attentive student. He absorbed every lesson, often staying after class to ask questions and seek further clarification. Graham's teachings resonated deeply with Warren. He learned how to analyze financial statements, assess a company's true value, and make informed investment decisions. Graham's concept of margin of safety, the idea of buying stocks for less than their intrinsic value to minimize risk, became a cornerstone of Warren's investment philosophy. One day, during a lecture, Graham presented a case study about a company that was trading below its liquidation value. He explained how this discrepancy represented a potential investment opportunity. Warren was fascinated by the logic and simplicity of this approach. He began to see the stock market in a new light, not as a gamble, but as a place where rational analysis could lead to significant rewards. Warren's dedication and enthusiasm did not go unnoticed. Graham saw potential in the young man from Omaha and took him under his wing. Graham's mentorship was invaluable to Warren. He provided guidance, answered questions, and offered insights that went beyond the classroom. Warren felt incredibly fortunate to learn from such a wise and experienced mentor. One memorable moment came when Graham invited Warren to his office for a private discussion. They talked about various investment strategies, and Graham shared stories from his own career. Warren listened intently, absorbing every word. This personal connection with Graham deepened Warren's understanding of investing and strengthened his commitment to following Graham's principles. Warren graduated from Columbia University in 1951 with a Master of Science in Economics. His time at Columbia had been transformative. He had not only gained a deeper understanding of investment, but also formed a lasting relationship with his mentor, Benjamin Graham. Armed with this knowledge and experience, Warren was ready to embark on his career in the world of finance. Returning to Omaha, Warren faced the challenge of applying what he had learned. He started working at his father's brokerage firm, Buffett, Falk & Co., where he analyzed stocks and made investment recommendations. Warren was eager to put Graham's principles into practice. He looked for undervalued companies and invested in them with confidence. One of Warren's early investments was in a company called Geico, an insurance firm. He discovered that Geico's stock was significantly undervalued and saw an opportunity. Warren traveled to Washington, D.C. to meet with Geico's management and learn more about the company. His research confirmed his initial assessment, and he invested heavily in Geico. This investment turned out to be one of the best decisions of his career, yielding substantial returns and solidifying his belief in value investing. Warren's success with Geico boosted his confidence. He continued to apply Graham's teachings, carefully selecting stocks that were trading below their intrinsic value. His disciplined approach and thorough analysis began to pay off. Warren's investments consistently outperformed the market, earning him a reputation as a skilled and savvy investor. Throughout his career, Warren remained grateful for the education and mentorship he received from Benjamin Graham. He often spoke about the profound impact Graham had on his life and career. Warren's commitment to value investing and his focus on long-term gains were a direct result of Graham's influence. Warren Buffett's journey through education and mentorship is a story of determination, resilience, and the power of learning. His time at the University of Nebraska and Columbia University shaped his understanding of business and investing. Meeting Benjamin Graham and learning from him was a turning point in Warren's life. Graham's teachings became the foundation of Warren's investment philosophy, guiding him throughout his remarkable career. As Warren's story unfolds, we see how the lessons he learned from his education and mentorship helped him navigate the complexities of the financial world. His disciplined approach, analytical mindset, and commitment to ethical conduct were key factors in his success. Warren Buffett's journey is an inspiring example of how education and mentorship can shape a person's life and career, setting them on a path to achieve their dreams. Chapter 4: The Partnership Era. After graduating from Columbia University, Warren Buffett returned to Omaha with a clear vision. He was determined to put Benjamin Graham's investment principles into practice and start his own business. It was 1956, and Warren was only 26 years old. Despite his young age, he was confident in his abilities and ready to take on the world of finance. Warren began by reaching out to his friends and family. He explained his idea of creating investment partnerships. In these partnerships, Warren would manage the money, make investment decisions, and take a share of the profits. His goal was simple: to achieve higher returns than the stock market average. At first, it wasn't easy to convince people to invest their money with him. Warren was young and relatively unknown in the world of finance. However, he was persistent and passionate about his idea. His confidence and knowledge eventually persuaded a few close friends and family members to take a chance on him. Warren started his first partnership with just $105,000, pooled from 7 family members and friends. He named it Buffett Associates Limited. This was the beginning of what would become a series of successful investment partnerships. Warren's strategy was straightforward yet effective. He looked for undervalued companies, businesses that were selling for less than their true worth. He believed that by buying these companies at a low price, he could make a significant profit when their value increased. This approach was directly inspired by Benjamin Graham's teachings on value investing. Warren was meticulous in his research. He spent hours reading financial reports, analyzing company performance, and studying market trends. His dedication to finding the best investment opportunities paid off. In the first year of Buffett Associates Limited, he achieved a remarkable return of 10%, significantly higher than the stock market average. Encouraged by this success, Warren continued to expand his partnerships. In 1957, he formed 2 more partnerships, bringing his total capital to over $300,000. His investment strategy remained the same, but he refined his approach, becoming more selective and strategic in his choices. One of Warren's key principles was to invest only in businesses he understood. He focused on companies with simple, easy-to-understand operations. This allowed him to make informed decisions and avoid unnecessary risks. Warren also believed in the importance of management quality. He looked for companies with honest, competent leaders who ran their businesses efficiently. By 1960, Warren had established 6 partnerships and was managing over $1 million in assets. His consistent success attracted more investors, including some prominent business figures. Warren's reputation as a savvy investor began to grow, and more people wanted to join his partnerships. Warren's investment philosophy was unique in several ways. First, he was patient. He believed in holding on to investments for the long term, allowing their value to grow steadily. This contrasted with the more common approach of buying and selling stocks quickly to make a quick profit. Warren's patience often paid off, as the companies he invested in gradually increased in value over time. Second, Warren was disciplined. He set strict criteria for his investments and stuck to them, even when it was tempting to make risky bets. This discipline helped him avoid bad investments and focus on those with the best potential for growth. Third, Warren was transparent with his investors. He provided regular updates on the performance of the partnerships and explained his investment decisions clearly. This transparency built trust and confidence among his investors, who appreciated his honesty and straightforward approach. Warren's partnerships continued to grow throughout the 1960s. He made several notable investments during this period, including an investment in the Sanborn Map Company. Sanborn Maps was a business that produced detailed maps for insurance companies. Warren noticed that the value of the company's assets, particularly its investment portfolio, was much higher than the market price of its stock. He saw this as an opportunity to buy undervalued shares and make a profit. Warren's investment in Sanborn Maps was a success. He and his partners bought a significant portion of the company's stock and eventually convinced the management to sell off some of its assets. This move increased the company's value, and Warren's partnership made a substantial profit. Another significant investment was in Dempster Mill Manufacturing Company, a company that made agricultural equipment. Like Sanborn Maps, Dempster Mill was undervalued, and Warren saw an opportunity. He bought a large stake in the company and took an active role in its management. By improving the company's operations and financial performance, Warren was able to increase its value and make a profit for his investors. Warren's ability to identify undervalued companies and improve their performance was a key factor in his success. His partnerships consistently outperformed the stock market, and his reputation as an exceptional investor continued to grow. By the end of the 1960s, Warren had established himself as one of the most successful investors of his time. His partnerships had grown significantly, and he was managing millions of dollars in assets. His success was built on hard work, careful research, and a deep understanding of value investing. Warren's partnership era laid the foundation for his future success. The lessons he learned during this time, the strategies he developed, and the relationships he built would all play a crucial role in his later achievements. Warren's story during this period is a powerful example of how dedication, discipline, and a clear investment philosophy can lead to extraordinary success. Warren Buffett's journey through the partnership era is an inspiring tale of persistence and innovation. His ability to see opportunities where others did not, his commitment to his investment principles, and his unwavering dedication to his investors set him apart from his peers. As we continue to follow his story, we will see how these early experiences and lessons shaped his remarkable career and led him to become one of the most respected and successful investors in history. Chapter 5: Berkshire Hathaway Acquisition. Warren Buffett's journey took a significant turn in the early 1960s. He had already achieved considerable success through his investment partnerships, but he was always on the lookout for new opportunities. One such opportunity came in the form of a struggling textile company called Berkshire Hathaway. Berkshire Hathaway was a company with a long history. It had been in the textile business for over a century, but by the 1960s, it was facing serious financial troubles. The textile industry in the United States was in decline, and Berkshire Hathaway was struggling to stay afloat. Despite its problems, Warren saw something in the company that intrigued him. Warren first became interested in Berkshire Hathaway in 1962. He noticed that the company was trading at a price lower than its book value, which means the market valued the company at less than the value of its assets. This discrepancy caught Warren's attention. He believed that even if the textile business was failing, the company still had valuable assets that were worth more than the current stock price. Warren began buying shares of Berkshire Hathaway. Over time, he acquired more and more shares, gradually increasing his ownership in the company. His goal was to gain control of Berkshire Hathaway and use its assets for more profitable investments. In 1965, Warren finally took control of Berkshire Hathaway. He became the company's largest shareholder and took over its management. However, Warren quickly realized that turning the company around would not be easy. The textile business was still losing money, and the industry was in a state of decline. Warren had to make some tough decisions. Instead of focusing solely on the textile business, Warren decided to use Berkshire Hathaway as a holding company for other investments. He began looking for profitable companies to buy, using the cash flow from Berkshire's remaining textile operations to fund these acquisitions. This strategy was a departure from the company's traditional focus on textiles, but Warren believed it was the best way to create value for shareholders. One of Warren's first major acquisitions was a company called National Indemnity. It was an insurance company, and Warren saw great potential in the insurance business. Insurance companies collect premiums from policyholders and invest those premiums until they need to pay out claims. This model generates a steady stream of cash flow, which can be used for further investments. Warren's investment in National Indemnity was a success. The company provided a stable source of income, which allowed Warren to make additional investments. He continued to acquire other insurance companies, building a strong portfolio of insurance businesses under the Berkshire Hathaway umbrella. As Berkshire Hathaway's insurance business grew, Warren began looking for other types of companies to acquire. He focused on businesses with strong management teams, consistent earnings, and the potential for long-term growth. Some of his notable acquisitions during this period included See's Candies, a popular candy company, and The Washington Post, a major newspaper. Warren's approach to managing these companies was unique. He believed in giving managers the autonomy to run their businesses as they saw fit. Instead of micromanaging, he trusted his managers to make the right decisions. This approach fostered a culture of responsibility and accountability, which contributed to the success of the companies under Berkshire Hathaway. One of Warren's key strategies was to invest in companies with strong brand names and loyal customer bases. He believed that such companies had a competitive advantage that would allow them to generate consistent profits over time. This strategy led him to invest in companies like Coca-Cola and American Express, both of which had strong brands and loyal customers. By the late 1970s, Berkshire Hathaway had transformed from a struggling textile company into a diversified holding company with interests in insurance, manufacturing, retail, and media. Warren's ability to identify undervalued companies and invest in them strategically had paid off. Berkshire Hathaway's stock price began to rise, reflecting the company's growing value. One of the most important lessons from Warren's experience with Berkshire Hathaway is the importance of adaptability. When Warren took control of the company, he recognized that the textile business was not viable in the long term. Instead of trying to revive a failing industry, he pivoted to a new strategy that leveraged the company's assets for more profitable investments. This ability to adapt and change course was crucial to Berkshire Hathaway's success. Another key lesson is the value of long-term thinking. Warren's investment decisions were guided by a focus on long-term value rather than short-term gains. He was patient and willing to wait for his investments to pay off. This long-term perspective allowed him to build a strong portfolio of businesses that generated consistent returns over time. Warren also demonstrated the importance of ethical management. He believed in treating his managers and employees with respect and giving them the freedom to do their jobs. This ethical approach not only fostered a positive work environment, but also contributed to the success of the companies he acquired. Berkshire Hathaway's transformation under Warren Buffett's leadership is a testament to the power of strategic thinking, adaptability, and ethical management. What began as a struggling textile company became a multinational conglomerate with diverse interests and a reputation for excellence. Warren's ability to identify opportunities, make strategic investments, and manage his businesses effectively laid the foundation for his future success. As we continue to follow Warren Buffett's story, we see how the lessons he learned from the Berkshire Hathaway acquisition influenced his approach to investing and management. His journey is an inspiring example of how vision, determination, and ethical principles can lead to extraordinary achievements. Warren Buffett's story is not just about making money, it's about building something lasting and valuable, guided by a clear set of principles and a commitment to excellence. Chapter 6. Investment Philosophy. Warren Buffett, often called the Oracle of Omaha, is famous for his unique and successful investment philosophy. His approach to investing has inspired many and led to incredible success. In this chapter, we will explore the key principles that guide Warren's investments and understand why they work so well. Warren's investment philosophy is centered around the concept of value investing. This idea was first introduced to him by his mentor, Benjamin Graham, during his time at Columbia University. Value investing is about finding stocks that are undervalued by the market. In other words, these are companies that are worth more than their current stock price suggests. One of Warren's most famous quotes is, "Price is what you pay, value is what you get." This means that the price you pay for a stock is not always the same as its actual value. Warren looks for companies that are priced low compared to their true worth. When he finds such companies, he buys their stocks, believing that the market will eventually recognize their true value and the stock price will rise. A key part of value investing is understanding a company's intrinsic value. Intrinsic value is the real worth of a company based on its assets, earnings, and future growth potential. Warren spends a lot of time analyzing financial statements and company reports to determine this value. He looks at factors like earnings, profit margins, and return on equity. By doing this, he can identify companies that are strong and have good long-term prospects. Warren also believes in investing for the long term. He once said, "Our favorite holding period is forever." This means that he prefers to buy stocks and hold on to them for a long time, rather than selling them quickly for a short-term profit. This approach allows his investments to grow steadily over time. Warren is patient and understands that building wealth takes time. Another important aspect of Warren's philosophy is the concept of the margin of safety. This idea, also taught by Benjamin Graham, means buying stocks at a price lower than their intrinsic value. By doing this, Warren ensures that even if his calculations are slightly off, he still has a buffer that protects him from losses. The margin of safety gives him confidence that his investments are sound. Warren also looks for companies with a strong economic moat. An economic moat is a unique advantage that protects a company from its competitors. This could be a strong brand, a unique product, or a cost advantage. For example, Coca-Cola has a strong brand that is recognized all over the world. This brand recognition gives it an edge over competitors. Warren prefers to invest in companies with such moats because they are more likely to maintain their market position and generate steady profits. In addition to analyzing financials, Warren pays close attention to the quality of a company's management. He looks for honest, competent, and shareholder-friendly leaders. He believes that good management is crucial for a company's success. Warren often says, "Invest in a business any fool can run, because someday a fool will." This means that a strong business should be able to perform well, even if it faces challenges in management. Warren's investment decisions are also guided by his focus on simplicity. He invests in businesses he understands well. He avoids complex industries or companies that he cannot easily analyze. This focus on simplicity helps him make informed decisions and reduces the risk of mistakes. One of Warren's most successful investments was in Coca-Cola. He started buying Coca-Cola shares in 1988 when the stock was undervalued. He saw the company's strong brand and global presence as valuable assets. Over the years, Coca-Cola's stock price increased significantly, providing Warren with substantial returns. This investment exemplifies his value investing principles and long-term approach. Another notable investment was in American Express. In the 1960s, American Express faced a crisis known as the salad oil scandal. The company's stock price dropped significantly, but Warren saw an opportunity. He believed that the company's brand and core business were still strong. He invested heavily in American Express, and his faith in the company paid off as it recovered and grew over the following years. Warren's investment philosophy is not just about making money, it's also about being ethical and responsible. He believes in honesty and integrity in business. He has always emphasized the importance of doing the right thing and maintaining a good reputation. This ethical approach has earned him the trust of his investors and the public. Warren's principles of value investing, long-term focus, margin of safety, economic moats, quality management, simplicity, and ethics have all contributed to his success. These principles are not just theoretical. They are practical guidelines that anyone can follow. For example, if you want to start investing, you can begin by looking for companies that are undervalued. Study their financial statements and understand their business model. Make sure they have a strong competitive advantage and good management. Be patient and think long-term. Don't be swayed by short-term market fluctuations. Always have a margin of safety to protect your investments. Finally, conduct your business with honesty and integrity. Warren's journey shows that successful investing is not about quick gains, but about careful analysis, patience, and ethical behavior. His philosophy is accessible and can be applied by anyone willing to put in the time and effort to learn. You're listening to Woo English. If you enjoyed learning about Warren Buffett's life, his investment philosophy, and the valuable lessons we can take from his journey, please like and comment on the story. Chapter 7. Iconic Investments. Warren Buffett's investment journey is filled with stories of remarkable successes. Some of his investments have become legendary, showing his keen eye for value and potential. Let's delve into the stories of three of his most iconic investments: Coca-Cola, American Express, and Apple. The Coca-Cola Company, known for its refreshing beverages, became one of Warren's most famous investments. In 1988, Coca-Cola's stock was undervalued, presenting an opportunity for Warren. He had always admired the company for its strong brand and global presence. He believed that Coca-Cola's products had a unique appeal that would ensure steady demand worldwide. Warren began buying Coca-Cola shares, eventually investing $1 billion to acquire a significant stake in the company. His investment was based on the belief that Coca-Cola's brand was an economic moat, protecting it from competitors. This meant that Coca-Cola had a strong advantage that would help it maintain its market position and generate consistent profits. Over the years, Warren's investment in Coca-Cola proved to be incredibly successful. The company's stock price soared, and Warren's initial investment multiplied several times over. Coca-Cola's steady dividends also provided Berkshire Hathaway with a reliable source of income. Warren's decision to invest in Coca-Cola demonstrated his ability to recognize long-term value and the importance of investing in strong, well-managed companies. Another iconic investment was in American Express, a company known for its financial services and credit cards. In the 1960s, American Express faced a crisis known as the Salad Oil Scandal. A company called Allied Crude Vegetable Oil used fraudulent inventory reports to secure loans from American Express, leading to significant financial losses for the company. As news of the scandal spread, American Express's stock price plummeted. While many investors panicked and sold their shares, Warren saw an opportunity. He believed that American Express's core business remained strong despite the scandal. He understood that the company's brand and reputation were valuable assets that would help it recover. Warren began buying American Express shares at a low price, confident that the company would bounce back. His investment paid off. American Express managed to resolve the crisis, and its stock price began to rise. Over time, the company regained its strength and continued to grow. Warren's ability to see beyond the immediate crisis and focus on the long-term value of American Express showcased his talent for identifying opportunities even in difficult situations. One of Warren's more recent iconic investments is in Apple Inc., the technology giant known for its innovative products like the iPhone, iPad, and Mac computers. For many years, Warren avoided investing in technology companies because he felt he did not fully understand the industry. However, Apple was different. In 2016, Warren started buying Apple shares. He recognized that Apple had a strong brand and a loyal customer base, which gave it a significant competitive advantage. He was impressed by Apple's ability to create products that people loved and were willing to pay a premium for. Additionally, Apple had a robust business model with high profit margins and consistent revenue growth. Warren's investment in Apple has been incredibly successful. The company's stock price has surged, making it one of the most valuable companies in the world. Warren's initial investment has grown significantly, contributing billions to Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio. This investment also highlighted Warren's willingness to adapt and change his strategy when he saw a compelling opportunity. These three investments, Coca-Cola, American Express, and Apple, illustrate key aspects of Warren's investment philosophy. First, he looks for companies with strong brands and loyal customers. Such companies are more likely to withstand competition and maintain their market positions. Second, Warren focuses on the long-term potential of a company rather than short-term market fluctuations. This allows him to invest with confidence, even during times of crisis. Warren's investments also highlight the importance of understanding the businesses he invests in. He spends a lot of time researching and analyzing companies before making any investment decisions. This thorough analysis helps him identify undervalued companies with strong growth potential. Additionally, Warren's investments show the value of patience and discipline. He is not swayed by market trends or short-term gains. Instead, he remains focused on his investment principles and waits for the right opportunities. This disciplined approach has helped him achieve consistent success over the years. Warren's ability to recognize value and potential in companies like Coca-Cola, American Express, and Apple is a testament to his investment acumen. His success is not just about making money. It's about understanding the fundamentals of a business and investing in companies that can grow and thrive over the long term. These iconic investments also reflect Warren's commitment to ethical investing. He looks for companies with strong management teams that act in the best interests of shareholders. He values transparency and integrity, both in his own dealings and in the companies he invests in. For aspiring investors, Warren's story offers valuable lessons. It's important to do your research, understand the businesses you invest in, and focus on long-term value. Don't be swayed by market hype or short-term fluctuations. Instead, look for companies with strong fundamentals and the potential for steady growth. Be patient and disciplined in your approach, and always invest with integrity. Warren Buffett's iconic investments in Coca-Cola, American Express, and Apple demonstrate the power of value investing and the importance of a thoughtful, disciplined approach to investing. His ability to see opportunities where others see problems and his commitment to long-term value have made him one of the most successful investors in history. Chapter 8: Philanthropy and Giving Back. Warren Buffett is not just known for his investment skills, he is also famous for his generosity and commitment to giving back to society. This chapter explores Warren's philanthropic efforts, his pledge to donate most of his wealth, and his collaboration with the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Warren Buffett has always believed in the importance of giving back. Despite his immense wealth, he lives a relatively modest life. His primary focus is not on accumulating wealth for himself, but on using his resources to make a positive impact on the world. In 2006, Warren made a remarkable announcement. He pledged to give away 99% of his fortune to charitable causes. This decision was influenced by his belief that those who have great wealth have a responsibility to use it for the greater good. Warren's pledge was one of the largest charitable commitments in history, and it inspired many others to think about their own philanthropic efforts. Warren chose to donate a significant portion of his wealth to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. This foundation, established by his close friends Bill and Melinda Gates, focuses on improving global health, reducing poverty, and expanding access to education and technology. Warren admired the foundation's work and believed that his contributions would help amplify its impact. The Gates Foundation was an ideal partner for Warren's philanthropic vision. Bill and Melinda Gates share Warren's commitment to using their wealth to address some of the world's most pressing issues. Together, they have funded numerous initiatives aimed at improving the quality of life for people around the globe. One of the key areas of focus for the Gates Foundation is global health. Warren's contributions have helped fund research and programs to combat diseases like malaria, HIV, AIDS, and tuberculosis. These efforts have saved countless lives and improved health outcomes in some of the world's poorest regions. In addition to his work with the Gates Foundation, Warren has supported various other charitable causes. He has donated to educational institutions, medical research, and disaster relief efforts. His contributions have had a significant impact, helping to advance scientific research, provide scholarships to students, and support communities in times of need. Warren's philanthropic philosophy is guided by a few key principles. First, he believes in giving while living. This means that he wants to see the impact of his donations during his lifetime. He wants to ensure that his wealth is used effectively and makes a real difference in the world. Second, Warren believes in supporting organizations that are well managed and have a clear mission. He carefully selects the causes he supports, ensuring that his donations are used efficiently and effectively. This approach maximizes the impact of his contributions and helps drive meaningful change. Third, Warren emphasizes the importance of collaboration. He often works with other philanthropists and organizations to amplify the impact of his donations. By joining forces with like-minded individuals and groups, he can achieve more than he could alone. His partnership with the Gates Foundation is a prime example of this collaborative approach. In 2010, Warren, along with Bill and Melinda Gates, launched the Giving Pledge. This initiative encourages the world's wealthiest individuals and families to commit to giving the majority of their wealth to charitable causes. The Giving Pledge aims to create a culture of philanthropy among the ultra-wealthy and inspire others to use their resources for the greater good. The Giving Pledge has attracted numerous signatories from around the world. These individuals and families have committed to donating a significant portion of their wealth to address various social, environmental, and medical issues. Warren's leadership in this initiative has helped foster a global community of philanthropists dedicated to making a positive impact. Warren's commitment to giving back is not just about money. He also shares his knowledge and experience to help others. He often speaks publicly about the importance of philanthropy and encourages people from all walks of life to contribute to causes they care about. His message is simple. Everyone can make a difference, regardless of their financial situation. One of the most inspiring aspects of Warren's philanthropy is his humility. Despite his immense contributions, he remains humble and focused on the mission at hand. He does not seek recognition or praise for his efforts. Instead, he is driven by a genuine desire to help others and make the world a better place. Warren's philanthropic journey also highlights the importance of long-term thinking. Just as he approaches his investments with a focus on long-term value, he views his philanthropic efforts as long-term investments in the future. He understands that meaningful change takes time and is committed to supporting initiatives that will have a lasting impact. Warren's dedication to giving back has inspired countless people around the world. His generosity has made a tangible difference in many lives and continues to drive positive change. His work with the Gates Foundation and the Giving Pledge has set a new standard for philanthropy, demonstrating the power of collective action and collaboration. As we reflect on Warren Buffett's story, we see a man who has used his success not just to enrich himself, but to enrich the world. His commitment to giving back serves as a powerful reminder that true success is measured not by what we achieve for ourselves, but by what we do for others. Warren Buffett's journey in philanthropy is a testament to the impact one person can have when they dedicate their resources and energy to helping others. His story encourages us all to think about how we can contribute to the greater good and make a positive difference in our own ways. Chapter 9. Personal Life and Values. Warren Buffett, despite being one of the richest men in the world, lives a life that might surprise many people. He doesn't own a huge mansion, a fleet of luxury cars, or a private island. Instead, Warren's personal life is defined by simplicity, strong values, and deep connections with family and friends. Warren was born in Omaha, Nebraska, and it is in this city that he has lived for most of his life. In 1958, he bought a modest house for $31,500. He still lives in that same house today. This simple, unpretentious home reflects Warren's belief that you don't need extravagant things to be happy or successful. Warren starts his day early. He has a routine that includes reading newspapers and drinking Coca-Cola, one of his favorite beverages. He enjoys a simple breakfast, often from McDonald's. This daily routine shows how Warren values consistency and finds comfort in the ordinary things in life. One of the most important aspects of Warren's life is his family. He was married to his first wife, Susan, for over 50 years until her death in 2004. They had 3 children, Susie, Howard, and Peter. Despite his busy schedule, Warren always made time for his family. He believes that family is the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. Warren's relationship with his children is based on love and respect. He has always encouraged them to follow their own paths and pursue their passions. He didn't pressure them to join his business, but supported their individual interests. This approach helped his children develop their own identities and achieve success in their chosen fields. Friendship is another key value in Warren's life. He has maintained long-lasting friendships, some dating back to his childhood. One of his closest friends is Bill Gates, the co-founder of Microsoft. Warren and Bill share not only a friendship but also a common passion for philanthropy. They often spend time together, discussing various topics and playing bridge, a card game they both enjoy. Warren's friendships are built on mutual respect and trust. He values honesty and loyalty in his relationships, and believes that true friends are those who stand by you in both good times and bad. His ability to form deep, meaningful connections with people is one of his greatest strengths. Another important value for Warren is integrity. He believes in doing the right thing, even when no one is watching. This principle has guided his business decisions and personal life. Warren often says, "It takes 20 years to build a reputation and 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently." This quote reflects his commitment to maintaining a high standard of ethics. Despite his immense wealth, Warren is not driven by material possessions. He is known for his frugality and careful spending. For example, he drives a simple car and doesn't indulge in expensive hobbies. His focus is on creating value and making a positive impact rather than accumulating luxuries. Warren's modest lifestyle also extends to his workplace. He works out of a small office in Omaha, with a minimal staff. His office is filled with books and newspapers, reflecting his love for reading and learning. Warren believes that continuous learning is essential for personal and professional growth. He spends a significant amount of time reading and staying informed about various topics. Education is another area where Warren places great importance. He has often said that the best investment you can make is in yourself. He encourages young people to read, learn, and develop their skills. Warren's commitment to education is evident in his philanthropic efforts, where he has donated significant amounts to support educational initiatives and institutions. One of the defining characteristics of Warren's personality is his humility. Despite his success, he remains approachable and down to earth. He enjoys sharing his knowledge and experiences with others, often speaking at universities and public events. His humility and willingness to help others have earned him respect and admiration from people around the world. Warren's sense of humor is also a notable aspect of his personality. He often uses humor to convey his ideas and connect with people. His speeches and writings are filled with witty remarks and anecdotes that make his lessons engaging and memorable. Another core value for Warren is perseverance. He understands that success doesn't come overnight and that setbacks are a part of the journey. His ability to stay focused and motivated, even in challenging times, has been crucial to his success. Warren's story is a testament to the power of hard work and determination. Warren's personal values and lifestyle offer valuable lessons for people of all ages. He shows that true success is not measured by wealth or possessions, but by the quality of relationships, the impact you make, and the principles you live by. His life is a powerful reminder that simplicity, integrity, and a focus on what truly matters can lead to a fulfilling and meaningful life. As we reflect on Warren Buffett's personal life, we see a man who has stayed true to his values and remained grounded despite his extraordinary achievements. His commitment to family, friendships, integrity, and continuous learning are the foundations of his success. Warren Buffett's story is not just about financial success, it's about living a life that is rich in purpose and meaning. Warren's journey inspires us to think about our own values and how we can live them out in our daily lives. His example encourages us to prioritize what truly matters, build strong relationships, and strive to make a positive impact in the world. Warren Buffett's personal life and values are a testament to the idea that success is not just about what you achieve, but how you live your life and the legacy you leave behind. Chapter 10: Challenges and Controversies. No great life story is without its challenges, and Warren Buffett's journey is no exception. Despite his success, Warren has faced various obstacles and controversies throughout his career. These moments tested his resolve and provided valuable lessons. One of the first major challenges Warren faced was during the early years of his investment partnerships. In the late 1960s, the stock market experienced significant volatility. Many stocks that Warren had invested in began to decline in value. This was a tough time for Warren and his investors. However, Warren remained calm and focused on his long-term strategy. He believed that the market would eventually recover and that his investments would pay off. This period taught Warren the importance of patience and resilience. In 1975, Warren faced another significant challenge. The Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, investigated him for possible violations of securities laws. The investigation was a stressful time for Warren. However, he cooperated fully with the SEC and was eventually cleared of any wrongdoing. This experience reinforced Warren's belief in maintaining high ethical standards and being transparent in all business dealings. Another controversy came in the late 1990s when Warren's investment strategy was questioned. During the dot-com boom, many technology stocks were skyrocketing. However, Warren chose not to invest in these companies because he didn't fully understand the technology sector and believed many of these stocks were overvalued. Critics argued that Warren was out of touch with the new economy. Despite the criticism, Warren stuck to his principles. When the dot-com bubble burst, many of those high-flying tech stocks crashed, while Warren's investments remained strong. This episode highlighted Warren's wisdom in sticking to what he knows and understands. In 2008, the world faced a major financial crisis. The stock market crashed, and many companies faced bankruptcy. This was a challenging time for all investors, including Warren. However, Warren saw the crisis as an opportunity. He made significant investments in companies like Goldman Sachs and General Electric when their stock prices were low. These investments turned out to be highly profitable as the market recovered. Warren's actions during the crisis demonstrated his ability to remain calm under pressure and his skill in identifying opportunities even in the darkest times. Despite his many successes, Warren has also faced criticism over some of his investment choices. For example, his investment in the textile company Berkshire Hathaway, which he eventually transformed into a holding company, initially seemed like a poor decision. The textile business continued to struggle, and many questioned why Warren didn't exit the industry sooner. However, Warren learned from this experience and used it to shape his future investment strategy. Another point of criticism has been his reluctance to invest in technology stocks until relatively recently. While his investment in Apple proved successful, some argue that he missed out on other significant opportunities in the tech sector over the years. Warren's conservative approach has sometimes been seen as a weakness, but it has also been a strength, allowing him to avoid the pitfalls of speculative bubbles. Warren has also faced challenges in his personal life. His first wife, Susan, moved to San Francisco in the late 1970s to pursue her own interests, although they remained married and close until her death in 2004. This period was difficult for Warren, but he respected Susan's decision and supported her. Their relationship showed the importance of mutual respect and understanding in marriage. Throughout his career, Warren has been open about his mistakes. He believes in learning from failures and uses them as opportunities for growth. Warren often says, "The most important thing to do if you find yourself in a hole is to stop digging." This quote reflects his belief in acknowledging mistakes and taking corrective action. Warren's challenges and controversies have not diminished his reputation. Instead, they have shown his resilience, integrity, and wisdom. He has demonstrated the importance of sticking to one's principles, even in the face of criticism and adversity. His ability to navigate through difficult times with grace and intelligence is a testament to his character. Warren Buffett's life is a powerful example of how to handle adversity with grace and turn challenges into opportunities for growth. His story encourages us to stay true to our values, remain patient, and never stop learning. Warren's journey is a reminder that even the most successful people face difficulties, and it's their response to these challenges that makes them great. Chapter 11. Legacy and Impact. Warren Buffett's influence stretches far beyond his success in investing. His legacy is seen in how he has changed the fields of investing, corporate management, and philanthropy. One of Warren's most significant impacts is on the field of investing. He popularized the concept of value investing, which he learned from his mentor, Benjamin Graham. Value investing means buying stocks that are undervalued by the market. Warren's success with this method has inspired countless investors to follow in his footsteps. His investment decisions are studied by people all over the world, making him a role model for both amateur and professional investors. Warren has also influenced how businesses are managed. At Berkshire Hathaway, he allows the managers of the companies he acquires to run their businesses independently. He believes that managers who know their industries well should have the freedom to make decisions. This hands-off approach has shown that trusting capable managers can lead to successful businesses. Many companies have adopted similar management styles, inspired by Warren's example. In addition to his impact on investing and corporate management, Warren has made a significant mark in the world of philanthropy. In 2006, he announced that he would give away 99% of his wealth to charitable causes. This decision was groundbreaking and set a new standard for philanthropy among the world's wealthiest individuals. He chose to donate most of his money to the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, an organization focused on improving global health, reducing poverty, and expanding access to education. Warren's commitment to giving back inspired other billionaires to consider how they could use their wealth to benefit society. Along with Bill and Melinda Gates, he created the Giving Pledge in 2010. This initiative encourages billionaires to commit to giving away at least half of their wealth to charitable causes. The Giving Pledge has attracted many signatories from around the world, creating a global movement of philanthropy. Warren's legacy is also seen in his personal values. He is known for his honesty, integrity, and humility. These qualities have earned him respect and admiration from people all over the world. He believes in doing the right thing and treating people with respect. This approach has not only helped him succeed in business, but has also set an example for others to follow. Warren's impact is not just limited to his lifetime. His teachings and principles will continue to influence future generations. His annual letters to Berkshire Hathaway shareholders are filled with wisdom and insights about investing and business. These letters are widely read and studied, providing valuable lessons for anyone interested in these fields. Warren Buffett's legacy is a testament to the power of wise investing, ethical management, and generous giving. His influence extends far beyond his financial success, touching the lives of people around the world and inspiring others to follow his example. Chapter 12. Lessons from Warren Buffett. As we look back on Warren Buffett's life and career, there are many valuable lessons we can learn from his experiences. These lessons can guide aspiring investors, entrepreneurs, and anyone looking to lead a meaningful life. One of the most important lessons from Warren is the value of patience. Warren believes in long-term investing, often holding on to stocks for years, if not decades. He understands that building wealth takes time and that the best returns come to those who are patient. This approach teaches us to think beyond short-term gains and focus on long-term success. Another key lesson is the importance of continuous learning. Warren spends a large part of his day reading and staying informed about various topics. He believes that knowledge is the best investment one can make. By continually learning and staying curious, we can improve our skills and make better decisions. Warren also emphasizes the importance of understanding what you invest in. He advises against investing in businesses that you do not understand. This principle helps minimize risk and increases the chances of making successful investments. It's better to invest in a few things you understand well than to spread your money across many things you know little about. Integrity is another cornerstone of Warren's philosophy. He believes in doing the right thing and maintaining a good reputation. This means being honest, transparent, and fair in all dealings. Warren's success shows that ethical behavior can lead to long-term success and respect from others. Simplicity is a recurring theme in Warren's life. He lives a modest life despite his wealth and focuses on what truly matters. This teaches us that happiness and success do not come from material possessions, but from meaningful relationships and fulfilling work. By keeping life simple, we can focus on what's important and avoid unnecessary stress. Warren's approach to failure is also instructive. He views mistakes as learning opportunities. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, he analyzes what went wrong and how he can improve. This resilience and willingness to learn from failures are crucial for personal and professional growth. Generosity is a significant part of Warren's legacy. His commitment to giving away most of his wealth shows the importance of using resources to help others. This teaches us that true success includes contributing to the well-being of society and making a positive impact on the world. Warren also highlights the importance of surrounding yourself with good people. He values relationships with family, friends, and colleagues who share his values and support his goals. This teaches us to choose our companions wisely and build strong, supportive networks. One of Warren's famous quotes is, "It's better to hang out with people better than you. Pick out associates whose behavior is better than yours, and you'll drift in that direction." This advice underscores the influence that our social circles have on our growth and success. Lastly, Warren's focus on long-term thinking is a lesson for all areas of life. Whether in investing, career planning, or personal goals, thinking long-term helps us make better decisions and stay committed to our objectives. It reminds us that achieving significant success requires time, effort, and perseverance. In summary, Warren Buffett's life offers a wealth of lessons. His patience, continuous learning, understanding of investments, integrity, simplicity, approach to failure, generosity, focus on good relationships, and long-term thinking provide a roadmap for success. These principles are not just for investors, but for anyone seeking to lead a fulfilling and impactful life. Warren's story inspires us to adopt these values and strive for greatness in our own lives.